Hey family, it's your girl Shika J Love. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you all. So in this video, we are going to be talking about the things we are not buying in 2026. Point blank, period. We are wrapping up this year, and one thing that I've learned as I've looked over my finances is that I have spent way too much money on things that are frivolous, that don't matter, that hold no value, that adds just a temporary happiness into my life for the moment, and then the feeling is gone. So I want to focus more on the things that matter to me, that will bring joy for the long run, and that I can maybe pass on down to my children. So here we go. If this type of material interests you, please stay. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share button, and turn on your notification bells so that you don't miss another video. So I read this quote: "A simpler life begins the moment we stop buying into the idea that happiness is for sale." And with that being said, let's get started on the things that I will not be buying in 2026. So for one, subscriptions. Y'all, everything needs a subscription, whether it's TV, it's music, it's Hulu, Disney, Netflix, all of these things require subscriptions. I'm no longer subscribing to any of them. The only subscriptions I plan on having are the things that in turn helps my business run effectively and efficiently. That's Amazon Prime, that's Canva, that's CapCut and storage, things like that. I have to have those things so that I can be able to continue to provide content for you all. But if it's not something that benefits the business, we're not subscribing to it. We've already cut off Hulu, we cut off Disney, we've cut off Peacock. What else we cut off? I ended Spotify. Now that one hurt me, y'all. But Spotify at this point is almost $20, and we just can't keep doing that. But what I realized is that with the Amazon Prime subscription, which we use Amazon a lot, so that pays for itself. But with that subscription, you get, of course, Prime Video, and you get Prime Music, which I have not been taking advantage of that particular feature with Amazon Prime. So, been paying for something and haven't been using it, but in turn paying for Spotify, which I absolutely love. But no, we can no longer subscribe to all of these subscriptions. Another thing, purses. Baby, it's something about a good bag. It's something about a good pocketbook that makes my soul dance. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a label girl, so I'm not talking about the Chanels and the Louis and all of that. Baby, I have never subscribed to any of those brand name purses. I'm talking about your basic bags you can find at Ross, TJ Maxx, Dillard's, wherever. Okay, a little $10 to $30 pocketbook on Amazon. I love a good bag, but Sheikah don't need any more bags. So I'm going to purge and go through what I have. I'm going to donate these items, sell some of them if they're worth selling. Again, because they're fashion bags, right? But I don't need another bag. I have enough. I have enough. So far, we're not subscribing to subscriptions. We are not buying purses in 2026. Can't do it, not going to do it. Third thing we're not going to be buying, shoes. Okay? Shoes. Baby, I got kitten heels. I got mules. I got New Balances. I got Nikes. I got boots, heel boots, thigh boots, booty boots. I got all the shoes. I don't need another pair of shoes. I have plenty of sneakers. And for those that know me know I don't even wear sneakers like that. And when I do wear them, it's just to really put it on for 2.5, and then I'm back at the house. I don't do too much in my sneakers. They all are brand new, basically, because I don't do too much. If I work out, I have designated workout shoes. Okay, so I got the designated workout shoes and I got the good shoes. I don't I don't mix and mingle the two. So if I don't buy another shoe, I'll be all right. I bought too many pairs of shoes this year. Some I have not worn in the box, still with the paper in them or the paper around them. Have not worn them, but I felt that need, that longing to buy them just because it was cute and I had all these ideas of how I could wear them and all that. I didn't need them. I didn't need them. Same thing with the purses. How many maroon bags do you need? How many black purses do you need, Sheikah? Big, small, medium. Why? When I end up carrying the same one or two, it makes no sense. Just overconsumption for no reason. The next thing I will not be buying in 2026 are workout sets. Workout sets, not doing it. I have so many TLF, which is Take Life Further. I don't know if you've seen it on Instagram, but it's a brand. I bought so many sets, so many pieces from TLF. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I have a lot of those and I don't wear them. I tend to gravitate towards the things that are actually older in my collection because they feel good on the skin. They're a little bit bigger now because I've lost over 60 pounds and they're not itchy, they're not scratchy, they're not too tight. And all of those are not aesthetically pleasing as the TLF sets that I have or some other sets that I got off Fashion Nova. But baby, I don't need no more sets because I primarily work out in the house, in the home gym. So most of the time I'm in a sports bra and some shorts. That's it. And the blue moons that I go to the gym, like to the actual facility, I can put on the sets that I have, but I don't go to the gym enough to wear all the sets that I have. So we don't need any more sets. We're done. We're done. And the only way I will buy a new set is if the ones I currently have are tattered, worn, or if they're thinning in between the thighs, or the seams are popping and they're getting holes in them and all of that. That's the only way. But other than that, we're good. Plenty of yoga pants, plenty of shorts, plenty of sets, plenty of tights, leggings. I don't need any more. The drawer is at capacity. We're done. I'm no longer buying perfumes/dupes. This year I have bought some dupes because I was influenced, y'all. I watch a lot of YouTube. I have a lot of YouTube girlies that I like to watch, and they say, oh, this is good, that smells so good. And it's like, oh, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm more of a oil, body oil type of girl anyway. Like I go to a lot of the African shops or some of my sisters in the village. They make oils, they make scrubs, they make butters. Like I would prefer to just keep my dollar, with my folks versus buying all of these big name brand perfumes and the dupes of them, right? It's pointless. And I have a lot of oils, a lot of oils. I don't need any more perfumes. Also, too, I have the really good quality body care collection by Peyton Charles, which has the body wash, it has the lotion, and it has an oil. It's a 3-part system. That in and of itself lasts you all day. I've said it in a previous video. You literally have to take a shower to get that scent off of you. That's a really good investment. I actually just bought another round of Peyton Charles Dubai collection with Disrupt. I bought another system and it just came in the mail. So that's about it. And that right there is about $140. But that's a good investment because with that, You don't even have to put on perfume or other oils. It's great on its own, and it really permeates off the skin. So there's no need. There's no need for me to buy any more perfumes or dupes. I found a few that I love along with that collection with Peyton Charles, and I'm done. We're done. No, no more, Sheikah. No more. Clothing hauls. Clothing hauls. Shein, Temu, Amazon, all of that. We got to stop this here. Clothing hauls with all this fast fashion. If we really looked at it and how fast fashion affects our planet, I'm going left here, but it's not good. It's not good for the planet, and the people who make these items, the sweatshops and all of that, making pennies, so that we could be happy. Same thing with the cell phones. I'm no longer doing it. I'm no longer doing it. I literally get these items, and sometimes they fit well. A lot of times they don't. They're cheap. They're polyester, plastics, so they're not good quality material. If you wash it too long or you dry it too long, it ends up becoming shreds before your eyes. Like it's not worth it. If there is something to be bought, it will be of good quality, or it will be from like it will be secondhand. I'm getting into thrifting, getting back into thrifting. I used to be a thrift girly, but I got out of that and started to just shop online and get stuff delivered to the house and all of that. But if there is something that is needed, I will be supporting thrift shops in the store. Another thing that I won't be buying are trinket items. So you know how when you go to Ross, you go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls and all of that, and in the checkout line they have those barriers, right? So you can't get out the line, but they have all these snacks and these last minute phone clips or phone cases and dog treats and all this stuff. I'm not buying none of that. I'm not buying none of that. I find myself in the lines and all you're doing is waiting, which it don't be long, right? But you know, our attention spans now, we just don't have a good attention span. But I'm not buying any little knick-knacky stuff like going to the Dollar Tree. I love the dollar store, but it's all cheap, fragile, plastic, ain't gonna last you long. I'm no longer doing it. I'm no longer doing it. My whole thought and goal and plans are to go into a store whenever I go into a store, because I'm really a pickup girly. Order it online and pick it up. It's really my thing. But if I go into a store, there is a plan. There are things on the list that we need to get, and we are there for those items only. Times are out for us diverging from the plan. We can no longer do that. We write a list, we go in the store, we get the things that are on the list, and we do not go off the plan, period. So no more trinket items over here. No more little cheap, little plasticky, little do's. We're not doing that no more. We're not doing that. Cups. Just like the pocketbooks, just like the shoes, I am a sucker for a good cup. And I'm talking about a coffee cup, a tumbler. I'm not a Stanley girly because I don't believe in spending $40, $50, 60, 70 on a cup. I don't do that. I use a Walla cup now, but it was gifted from the job, so I did not buy that. But I go to like Five and Below and get those 40-ounce tumblers, $5 or $6. We don't need another one. We don't need another 40-ounce cup. They all hold the water. Sheikah, you can only drink out of one at a time. You don't need another cup. As a matter of fact, we're going to be purging this house, like I was saying, with my purses and stuff, because my downstairs closet has a lot of purses that they have not seen the light of day since we've been in this house, almost 2 years. So that stuff we're getting rid of. the cabinet full of all these cups and little souvenir cups and teacups and mismatched cup, all that stuff. It's got to go. We are making a trip to the Goodwill or to some shelters, somewhere where people are in need for these type of things. We don't need another cup. And I love a good cup. Whoo, don't let it be like a matte brown or a green. Green is my favorite color. I'm going to want the cup for the heck of it. Not doing it. Not doing it. When you go on vacation, thinking you need a little shot glass that tells the location of where you were, or you need a little coffee mug to say, I don't know, South Beach 2025 or something. You don't need it. You don't need it. Another thing that's on this list of no buy, trendy items. Trendy. Again, watch a lot of girlies on the YouTube, love them down. But everybody is selling something and everybody says you need these items. No, you don't. No, you do not. My greatest fear for us, and by us, I mean America, because that's where we are, is that when it all is said and done, and say if there is something to happen, we will not be able to survive because we don't have our gadgets and gadgets. We don't have this to do this and that to do that. It's overwhelming, the amount of ads that we get on a daily with just our cell phones or subscribing to certain web pages. And when you're looking at TV and when you're watching YouTube and vlogs and things like that, the amount of things that come at us hard and fast, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. No wonder we're all suffering with attention span and the levels. The studies of ADHD and ADD have gone up because everything is just, it's alerts. And you're doing one thing and the next thing you know, you pick up your phone, then you hit the button, then you pick up your phone and you need to buy something else. It's too much. So 2026 is really the year of me cutting the noise. I'm going to upload my videos, do my thing, and get off. That's it. And with the whole social media realm, I'm going to put what I need to put up there and get off. And get off. I can no longer be sucked into this buy this and buy that mentality. Spend, spend, spend. I can't do that. I can't keep up with the Joneses. I can't. It's a no for me. So I'm making this video as accountability for me, sharing it with you all, my people, my family, and to see what you all, if there are some things that you all plan to not purchase in 2026, for whatever reasons you plan to not purchase them. But this is mainly accountability for me. So I will have a digital footprint of me saying, okay, what I'm not going to buy versus me just having it, here. It will also be on the interweb where my family members, as I call you all, can hold me accountable. Jewelry. This year I have spent a lot of money, good money, if you will, on non-tarnish or tarnish resistant type of jewelry. So it's not the Cartier or nothing like that, but it's a good brand and I love them down. It's called Lois Carter, and they have tarnish free jewelry, and they run great sales where it's like 12 pieces for $120 and stuff like that. But see, it's the money for me. It adds up. And then I have all of these pieces of jewelry when I really just gravitate towards the 4 or 5 pieces that are changed out from day to day. I have so much costume jewelry from Shein, from Amazon, again, Lois Carter, or if I go to little shops and stuff, because I love rings, I love jewelry. I don't have any now, but I love the how it looks on me and how it makes me feel, how it elevates my style. But Sheikah, enough is enough, and you don't need any more. You don't need any more. Do y'all know those hanging jewelry holders that you can hang up in your closet and they have pockets front and back? Yeah, there is four. There are four of those in the closet. There are four of those in the closet, front and back, and I think one holds well over 60 pieces of jewelry, something like that. So you do the math. If there's four of those front and back hanging jewelry, organizing things, you do the math. I don't need any more jewelry. We're done. We don't need any more. I need to use what I have, value it, take care of it. And if it starts to tarnish, because like I said, I got costume jewelry in there. If it starts to tarnish, okay, throw that out. It was good while it lasted, but there's still 11 other pieces that I have in my collection to be worn. There's no need to buy anything else. I think I mentioned trendy items before about, everybody wanting you to buy things when you are watching the vlogs or the ads and all of that. But I was starting to feel like if I didn't buy this shirt or this pair of pants from Aritzia, H&M, what's some of the other stores that a lot of influencers talk about, I was starting to feel like I wasn't good enough if I didn't have those name brands that the girls was talking about, that the girls was hyping up. Don't care. Do not care. And y'all know me, I love Sheen Down, but that's another one too. Like I was saying earlier, I can't keep subscribing to the hauls and just so I can do OOTDs or just so I can do grand reveals. So I can do these grand reveals for you all. In the end, it's not worth it. Closets are busting out the seams. I have clothing in 3 different closets. It's ridiculous. I'm ready to downsize. I'm ready to declutter and get this place organized. Enough is enough. Another thing, seasonal items. Now, I don't do too many seasonal items because the home is always brown and I like earth tones. So browns, oranges, greens, reds. It's always that anyway. But I mean, specific items for fall, Halloween. We don't do Christmas. But that type of stuff, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it. This year I did buy some Halloween decor and some fall decor and made a video about that. But not in 2026. The home will be what it's going to be. It's going to be nice. It's going to be clean. I'm going to have my decor that I've had for years. I'm going to spruce it up, polish it up, and we're going to call it a day. That's how it's going to look through every season. And if I have some seasonal things that I decide to keep, then I may put it out. But as far as going out and buying more seasonal items just to put them back up for the remainder of the 9 months or whatever, we're not doing that. It's pointless. All that stuff collects dust. Child, it's already a whole household clean. Who trying to clean most stuff? No, get rid of all of it at this point. I ready just somebody come on in here and take it all. Just take it all. Hell, I'm ready to be back to the walls. Bare walls. To the windows, to the wall, child. To the windows, to the wall. This one right here is what's going to really test me. Starbucks and fast food. But Starbucks, because baby, if I was to put up my bank statements right now, you will see Starbucks everywhere, all up and through it. Do you hear what I'm telling you? I can't keep doing this. Let's run the numbers. I didn't write this down. I'm just off the top of the dome. But let's say if I'm getting my cappuccino, which after I add my 3 shots of espresso, my 3 pumps of vanilla, we're at about, let's say $8 for a grande cappuccino. $8. And let's say if I decide to get me like the little impossible breakfast sandwich, which is another, was it $5, $6? Let's just say I go to Starbucks and I spend $14 2 times a week. $14 2 times a week. Okay, where we at? $28. That's $28 a week. Let's just run that up. If we do that every single week, all year long, baby, that money could have been invested into something else. It is really blowing me that these places are offering these coffees and these little heat 'em up little breakfast sandwiches that cost $7, $8. I just can't. It doesn't make any sense to me, and it doesn't make even more sense that I was buying shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, not shame on them for the price being the price. Shame on me for paying the price. Hello? Multiple times a week. I can't do it. I can no longer do it. So it was a good run, Starbucks. Shouldn't have been there no way. If you know, you know. But it was a good run. But I can no longer do it because it no longer serves my pockets. It no longer serves the goals that I have, the financial goals that I have for myself. And it no longer serves just the minimalistic lifestyle that I'm trying to live. Starbucks, gots to go. Fast food, I say that I'm not heavy on the fast food because a lot of fast food stuff I can't eat or I don't eat. I choose not to eat. But even simply going to maybe McDonald's in the morning and getting a little egg and cheese McMuffin, no meat, of course. But even that's $2, $3. Like, girl, prep your meals at home, prep your breakfast, prep your dinners, your lunches, make your coffee at home, as I do. And that's it. And really get into that mindset of, if I don't have it, then I just don't have it. Or go to the grocery store on your lunch break or before you go in work and get some stuff from the grocery store. Get you some fruit from the grocery store, things like that. That's the only eating out that's acceptable, to go into the grocery store and get you a snack or something like that. But stopping at the fast food restaurant, Starbucks, it's a no for me, dog. We done with it. And lastly, what I put on my list is supplements. I'm not buying another supplement. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Everybody and their mama will tell you need this, that, this. When in actuality, we all should just go and get a test done on our bodies to know what our bodies are actually missing and lacking. That way we can get the vitamins that we need. A lot of times we buy this stuff because, hey, we're influenced, but we don't even know what our bodies need. We didn't even ask the doctor. We done let somebody on the TV tell us what we needed, and we said, "Oh yeah, I think that'll work." We're going about it all the wrong way. Get the test done, see what your body needs, then buy the supplements for the lack of it in your body. That's it. That's all. I'll be taking my multivitamin. I know I'm vitamin D deficient and I'm iron deficient, so I'll be taking those 2 supplements. That's it. My GLP-1, that's it. That's it. I'm going to only be consuming what I know my body needs and what I know works. There's no more trial and errors. And I think with all that trial and error, that in turn messes you up because there's too much going on. The body don't know how to process all this stuff. I'm going to get off my soapbox and I'm going to digress. But ladies and gents, this again is a season of purging a season of decluttering and organizing. And these are materialistic things, but baby, this is applied to people and everything else in your life that does not serve you, baby. If it's not helping you to progress and you are regressing with certain things or certain people in your life, it is time to let it go. It's time to cut it. Now, no, this is not a new year, new me. We're not doing that. This is not a new year, new me. But I figured I will come on here at the end of 2025 because I've lived this year, right? I've lived this year and I saw myself outside of myself, and I see the things around me that I have spent money on and realized that that was pointless, Sheikah. That was a waste of money. You didn't need that, you know? And I'm trying to figure out, and I want you all to figure out if you're having the same issue like I am. You look at your bank account or you look at your check and the check is gone and you're like, where did my money go? Money is going everywhere but where you want it to go, obviously, you know, because I want to be able to save. I want to be able to eventually, honey, down the line, honey, once I figure out where I want to live, I want to eventually be able to buy my forever home. I need a new vehicle, so money needs to be put aside for that. There's a lot of business things that I want to invest in. And I can't do these major purchases if I'm just frivolously spending my money on little knick-knack paddywhack stuff. I cannot do that. I have got to get a hand on being more disciplined financially, being more disciplined emotionally and physically. So if this video makes sense to you and you feel it so compelled in your spirit, drop a comment below and let me know if there are some things that you are no longer going to buy or no longer going to buy as much, okay? Because we don't want to just pull the plug. You know, some of us have to taper off, if you will. But just let me know if there's some things that you bought this year that you like, man, why did I buy that? Or some things that you've been buying. But just let me know down in the comments. Yeah. So with all this stuff, I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave you. But with all of this stuff that I am no longer going to be buying, if there is a need, I want to make this clear again. If there is a need for something, whether it be clothing or some specific type of bag for an event or something like that, I'm thrifting. I am going thrifting for these items, or I'm going into local shops. I want to buy locally. I like to support Black-owned businesses. I'm doing those type of things. More local, less big businesses. And I do want to start doing more DIY things. I'm crafty, you know, my business, I make candles. I have a creative bone and spirit. I want to be able to make more things and use those items versus going out and buying them. But with all that being said, y'all, I'm going to leave y'all to it. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video, turn on the notification bell so you know anytime I post and you don't miss a video. I hope to see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. All right, family. Peace out. Mwah.